Hi, this is Nayella. Thank you so much for joining me again today. So, today I want to talk about an amazing gift we can give to each other, which doesn't cost any money at all, but will cost you your time. But if you come in from a very loving place, then this can make a huge difference to somebody's life, and that is holding space for that other person. Because I am more on the quiet side, I do tend to let the other person do a lot of the talking generally. So over the last few years, I've really had to push myself out of my comfort zone and start speaking a lot more. But what I did find was, because I did let other people do a lot of the talking, and still tend to now, to be honest, it puts me in a really great place when it comes to conversations, because what most people like to do is talk about themselves, and if you can give them that platform where they're able to do that and show interest, genuine interest, and listen, and give positive feedback to them, then they tend to gravitate towards you a lot. And also, I've found that there's this natural gravitation towards me when people want to get things off their chest, when they've got an issue, when they've got a problem, and they just want somebody to listen to them, not necessarily come forward with a million solutions, but just hold that space while they can work things out for themselves in a very healthy space, in a very non-judgmental space, and it's very healing for them as well. So that is what I have found, for me on a personal level anyway, that it is a great gift just to hold that space. The thing I have found in relationships, and definitely helping other people as well through their relationships, is this little bit of a niggly sort of irritation going on when one person wants to just offload, just to get things off their chest, get things out there, but the other person is in a place of problem solving. They're coming forward with all these solutions from a good place, because they want to help. They don't want that other person to be struggling or to be hurting. So they think they're doing the right thing at that moment in time to be coming up with solutions, whereas the other person, they just want to be heard. In that moment in time, they don't necessarily want to be hearing solutions, they just want to be heard. So a really good thing we can all get used to doing when we are having maybe a conversation with a loved one or a friend is to, right at the very start, get very clear about what kind of conversation this is going to be. What does the other person want to get from this? Is this where you want me just to listen to you, or is this where you would like me to help you come up with a solution? And if we can do that right from the start, then there's none of that niggly irritation. Both parties know what is needed from them, so that they can be there from each other for each other, in the best place possible. If we can all get into this way of interacting with one another, where we both are very clear of where the other person is coming from and what is expected of the other person, then there's no blurred lines. Like I said, there's none of that niggly irritation going on. I feel relationships would be a lot healthier if more people did this, because it seems to be, not always, but a lot of times, where the female party, or the person that is more of the female type of energy, will tend to want to offload a lot, and the male energy will want to be coming up with the solutions, and that is what tends to get a little bit mixed up in interactions, is that the male energy thinks they're coming from a loving place. Obviously they are doing, and they're wanting to do their best, they're wanting to be there, supporting, supporting the other person, but the other person doesn't want that right now. Maybe at a later stage they will want to, throw a few ideas around, but in that instant they just want to be heard. They just want support in a loving way by just holding that space while they can figure things out in their own way, in their own head, and in their own heart. And that's all holding space is, really. It's just being there, just offering that shoulder of support while the other person gets things figured out in their own way. So I'm going to leave that with you today. I hope that has helped you in some way. I'm sending you all my love. I'm wishing you all the very, very best, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Goodbye for now.